Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A.
And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. 4 on the clock. Outside Strus. Off the mark there with a 3. Inside. Shot's good by Hart.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Outside Strus. Here's Mitchell. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Outside Mitchell. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Mobley, a screen on Brunson. Garland for 3. Drains the triple.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that. Jalen is really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson." Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And Cleveland has possession. After the basket by New York on the other end. And the shot is good by Garland.
Well, the point guard IQ of Darius Garland. In pick and roll, you've got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
Outside Anunoby. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Knocks down the long J.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. On the wing, Strus. Mobley outside. Shoots over Hart. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Strus.
In the painted area, Mobley just so effective. Hard to cover a guy who's got that kind of size so close to the cup.
Back to Brunson. Over Garland. Jalen Brunson, a terrific move and the bucket. Brunson's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Okoro. To the paint. Stolen by Bridges. Mobley against Towns. Achua passes to Payne. Back to Achua. Bridges outside. Towns on a screen. Fires for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Now Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Achua. And here's Hunter from the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Knicks out in front, up 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New York.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. We've got Mitchell Robinson, Cameron Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Achua in at the 4-man spot. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
And the basket by Bridges.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Pass to Mobley. Left side, Green. Hunter passes to Okoro. Mobley, right side. Over Robinson. Achua with the rebound.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Bridges outside. Back to Payne. Great look there, but off target. Cavaliers trail by 6. Okoro on the wing. Defended by Payne. Okoro passes to Jerome. And here's Mobley. Back to Jerome. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seem to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Knocks down the triple.
I'll tell you, this is what makes Darius Garland special. The ability under duress of great defense to stick it right in your eye.
Back to Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Achua. Brunson with it, guarded by Garland. Brunson against Garland. Releases from 15. That one falls. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Evan Mobley comes in for Jerome. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for McBride. There's 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Allen with a screen on Brunson. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Hart. Brunson against Garland. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
Outside Strus. There's the three. He buries it from three. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Bridges. Towns a screen on Mitchell. For three, Bridges. The shot, no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Knicks out in front, up by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to?
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Get ready for the fan sports talk.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
The 3 from Mitchell. And Cleveland another 3.
Boy, if you let Donovan Mitchell get comfortable shooting the basketball, you're in for a tough night. That's an easy catch and shoot.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. With contact, Brunson gets it to go.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Garland, the pass to Allen. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Clock at 6. The 3 from Mitchell. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby on the wing. Covered by Strus. Outside Brunson. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Outside Mitchell. 3-pointer off the mark. New York leading by 6. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Allen outside.
2 minutes.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Garrett Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. The 3. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Back to Garland. Allen with a screen on Brunson. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Mitchell against Bridges. Outside Brunson. And And again, New York with the triple.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Allen with a screen on Brunson. Garland for three. He drops it from range. Garland's got 11.
It's so aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
Outside Hart. Brunson looks it over. Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Outside Brunson. Over Garland. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Mitchell against Bridges. Outside Mitchell. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires from way outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got Miles McBride. Achua is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Campaign, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Payne. Towns outside. Banked it in off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Yeah, that's Karl Anthony Towns at his absolute best. The shot making incredible from every spot on the floor.
A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Jerome. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Outside Brunson. Back to Bridges. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Mitchell, and from 16 feet away, he cans it.
Wow, splash it in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
Outside Anunoby. To the inside, Brunson. Count the basket. Brunson's got 25 points.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Bridges against Mitchell. Allen on the wing. Pass to Garland. Inside. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell at close range. Effortless.
Strength, athleticism. Donovan Mitchell in the paint. Quite comfortable, folks.
Fires from the line. And it's New York with another.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 9. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Pass to Hart. Towns against Allen. Towns passes to Brunson from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Allen. Second shot opportunity. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Do you not love that by any means necessary attitude from Jared Allen, able to finish through the contact?
Brunson against Garland. Rejected by Allen.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Oh, wow! Incredible!
And there are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
And that's an intentional foul. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Brunson missing. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Mitchell against Anunoby. Garland for three. He connects! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within one.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Big Jared Allen outshining the bright lights.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Brunson.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
The three from Mitchell. Oh, yes! It's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward.
Hard to deny Vooch inside when he can play over or through you.
Lillard, bounce pass. Giannis outside. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Kuzma against White. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Ball against Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Ball. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dame to get his feet set.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Lopez outside. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And I love it when Lopez attacks inside. Even with contact, he can find a way to score.
Ball kicks to White. Nifty move. And the layup is good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Now, talking about Damian Lillard, Coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now, we're prepared to mix it up with 4 different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. Front pass the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis left side. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Jones checked in for Josh Giddey. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Lillard against Jones. Back to Ball. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Buzelis. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. He was all alone on that one.
Man, you can see the passing ability at his size. Buzelis is all for getting it to his open teammate.
Outside Portis. Back to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Vucevic down low. Lopez is there, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
Kuzma against Ball. Kuzma inside. Hasn't made one yet.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Outside, Jones. Pass to White. Buzelis with the ball. Here's Vucevic. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Bucks on top, up by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Gary Trent is out there with Porter. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And Giddey gets it to go.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Green against Giddey. Trent outside. Cranes the three-pointer. Trent's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And Giddey gets it to go.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Giannis outside. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jones in the post, guarded by Porter. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Jones. Portis' screen on Williams. Here's Giannis. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And Porter, here we go. And the rejection by Smith. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Vucevic checked in for Chicago. Lonzo Ball comes in for Dosunmu. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Prince comes in for Green. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Porter with a screen for Trent. A floater, and they pick up 2. Trent's got 5 points now in the quarter. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Ball. Still scoreless. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Williams kicks to Giddey. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. Giddey's got 10.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
To the wing right side. Lopez inside. Vucevic on him. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. So for the Bulls. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Williams. Dosunmu comes in for Josh Giddey. And it's Kobe White in for Jones. Milwaukee also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. On the wing, Dosunmu. Here's White. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. White's got his second basket of the game. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Vucevic, who's zealous out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Ball, and it's White in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter. With strong fundamentals, Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter.
Ball finds Giddey. Vucevic a screen on Kuzma. Nailed from three-point land. Giddey's got 13.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kuzma outside. Prince setting a pick for Kuzma. Rebound by the Bulls. To the middle for the lead. And Vucevic finishes inside.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feasts from these interior spots.
Prince outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls with the lead. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Lopez outside. Kuzma kicks to Lillard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Trent's checked in for Milwaukee. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer. But he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. To end the run. Oh, look out! Look out!
Now that's how you finish.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Williams a screen on Prince. Ball from long range. Buries it from three-point range. Ball's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls. Prince outside. Back to Lillard. Lopez a screen on Giddey. Lillard misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Giddey gets it to go. And it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
It's White on the wing. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Taken away by Williams. 3 on 3. Takes a 3. Prince grabs the miss. Lillard outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good defense. Better shot from Antetokounmpo.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
From deep three-point territory. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Chicago, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, I think, will be a...
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the small forward position.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Here's Giddey. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Trent outside. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Vucevic checked in for Zach Collins. Buzelis comes in for Jalen Smith. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Ball subbed in for Trey Jones. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Buzelis.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Bulls leading by 7. White wide open. He fires. And the Bulls another 3.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Castellanos. Prince outside. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Prince has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Now Vucevic. Lopez covering.
2 minutes.
Lopez against Vucevic. That shot missing. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Giannis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
Here's Lillard, takes it inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 9 points for Lillard.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to Buzelis. Lillard against Ball, fires from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Lillard. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Lopez with the steal. Kuzma, right side. Here's Antetokounmpo. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Vucevic against Lopez. Here's Ball. It's good.
Getting it done when their backs are against the wall. What a gritty play there from Ball.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Vucevic, he can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Fade away. No good.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on them.
Battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now, New York starting five. They've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward.
Because he's a stretch floor with a reliable and consistent three, George adds a lot to this offense.
Pass to Towns. Bridges outside. Towns right side. Shot clock at 5. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Oubre. Outside Maxey. Embiid high post. Basket's good.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Here's Embiid. After the basket by New York on the other end. Kicks it to George. Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. George passes to Grimes. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Outside Brunson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's his first personal foul.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Towns finds Brunson. Cans it with nobody near him. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Brunson passes to Achua. Bridges outside. And there's the screen. Back to Hart. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So both teams making some changes here. .102 left in the first quarter. Here's Achua. The rebound by Yabusele. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And it's in there.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brunson. 7 points in the game. New York, again, can't hit.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Oh, deflected. Pass to McCain. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. From the top of the key, the Knicks pull it in. Towns looking for an opening. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Maxey. Elbow shot. And that one drops.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Sixers ahead, leading by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Here's Bridges. No points yet. So on the floor for New York, Mikal Bridges is out there with Precious Achua. Then there's Campaign. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's McBride in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges so tough inside.
Outside Butler. Here's Yabusele. Bridges against Butler. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Yeah, nice take from Bridges. Love whenever he takes initiative on offense.
Here's McCain. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
And the 76ers making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And Gordon has got the ball here for the 76ers.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
McBride passes to Anunoby. Back to McBride. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Pass to Embiid. Achua with a rebound.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer. Allen Iverson back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
Towns, he's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for McBride. George outside. Maxey with it. Embiid, a screen on Brunson. Maxey attacking. He shoots. Embiid takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Making opportunities, Maxey smartly using the pick and roll to create for his team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning a title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Embiid. Shoots over Robinson, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Embiid's got 6 points.
Embiid, a versatile shot maker, showing off his mid-range game there.
Back to Brunson. Brunson rushes in. Philadelphia grabs the miss. George scanning the floor. Embiid finds Maxey. George with it. This one for three. Buries it from three. He's got 9.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Brunson. Shoots over Maxey. Sneak it inside. It's Brunson. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
Pass to Embiid. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Man, good whistle there. Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And Embiid drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Sixers on top, up by 1. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George has been sensational.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Grimes. Towns against Embiid. Over Towns. Sinks the 15-footer. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
And Embiid is not shy now. Always going to shoot it when he has space.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. And he converts the layup. 11 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Hart. Oubre with room to shoot. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Brunson outside. Joel Embiid with the board. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all 3 levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
And Brunson gets it to go.
A flashy ball handler at times, Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
Timeout. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Achua's checked in for New York. Now here's Maxey. He's got 5, and he gets that one. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Brunson passes to Achua. Back to Brunson. Over Maxey. Another one falls for New York.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Outside Oubre. Maxey on the wing. Here's Embiid. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Hart. Outside Brunson. Achua with a screen on Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Achua inside. Embiid covers. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's on Joel Embiid. So it's both teams making substitutions here. New York shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. The Sixers trailing. Outside Edwards. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes on the clock.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And New York has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Three-pointer, Bridges. The shot, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Philadelphia has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. So on the floor for New York, we've got OG Anunoby, Cameron Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Achua, and it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Payne, over Butler. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Knicks.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
Now here's Embiid. High arcing shot. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. New York leading by 3. Here's Anunoby. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Achua. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Payne. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
76ers trail by 5. Pass to Embiid. Outside Maxey. There's a screen. Launches a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Maxey against Brunson. And an Obi for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Embiid can't hit.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Towns. That shot is off. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Oubre passes to Maxey. Now here's Embiid, covered by Towns. 16 feet out. The Knicks pull it in. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the left wing. Here's Brunson. Look at Brunson, tough in the lane.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Over Towns, and the basket by Embiid.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Brunson against Maxey. Shoots off the step back, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
George against Anunoby. Now here's George. He's covered closely. For 3, Maxey. Oh, he nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
Tyrese Maxey with a big-time play down the stretch.
And now we've got an intentional foul. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Brunson looks it over. Towns double team. Oh, got a piece of it.
Hey, you can only give one defender the steal in the stat sheet, but I think both guys had an impact there.
Back to Oubre. Embiid against Hart. Pass to Grimes. It's George on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Grimes. The 3-ball. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws. Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Timeout called. The 76ers. They're trailing by 6. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And connect from downtown.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And so the big win by New York in a tight game. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know,
Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. And for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Strus in at the 3 spot. Now here's Lopez. Shoots over Garland. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Kuzma.
Just taking what the defense allows. I mean, nice recognition there by Lopez. This guy has seen it all.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
And, Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
No good on the second free throw.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Now, here's Mitchell. Back to Allen. And the rejection by Giannis. The second chance effort. And Allen with the layup.
Well, the defense has got to bring a little bit more. Hitting Allen like that is not going to prevent him from scoring.
Kuzma outside. Back to Lillard. Fires at the elbow. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Lillard, the pass to Kuzma. Lopez a screen. Fires the 3. Kuzma can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Garland kicks to Allen. Pass to Strus. Allen a screen on Kuzma. Strus passes to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
That's a great finish from J.A. A high percentage look inside from a very high percentage shooter.
Kuzma outside. Lillard finds Kuzma. And he converts the layup.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
A different look now for Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Evan Mobley. And it's Okoro in for Max Strus. The Bucks also with the sub. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Okoro. Right side, Garland. Over in the corner, Allen. Hunter kicks to Garland. Rocket 2 from outside the arc. It's good from long range.
Garland unfazed by the clock winding down.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Lopez, a screen on Garland. 3-pointer, Lillard. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here's Garland. Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Allen rolling with some force, or at least the force he can muster He can be useful in the pick and roll.
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Prince outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
From 13. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the 3. Beyond the arc. Jerome, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis passes to Portis. It's good. Portis has got the first basket of the second quarter for Milwaukee. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
6 to shoot. Mobley has screen on Porter. There's Jerome. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Jerome's got his first points of the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over Hunter. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And Giannis continuing to look for the mid-range, showing his confidence.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. For the Cavaliers, Max Strus is checked in for Okoro. And it's Garland in for Green. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Prince comes in for Green. Garland, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Porter, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And DeAndre Hunter is a plug-and-play type of wing. A Brent he can fit in anywhere.
Yeah, really good at spacing the floor, getting better at creating for himself, Kevin. And defensively, he's a solid on-ball defender that can switch up to multiple positions. Who in the league isn't looking for a talent like that?
Trent outside. Prince kicks to Trent. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Giannis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Garland with a screen on Trent. Lets it go from the wing. Count that one. Garland's got 5 now.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jerome. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. Mitchell outside. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the second quarter. And they take the lead. 8 points for him.
Good to see Garland score the ball without dominating it.
Kuzma outside. Back to Lillard. Latrey. Hunter grabs the miss.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Strus's shot is good.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Lillard, the pass to Portis. Kuzma with it, defended by Strus. Will it go? Kicks it out to Prince. Lillard scanning the floor. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Hunter with it for 3. No good. Shot missing. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers lead by. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And Mitchell gets it to go.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Mitchell against Prince. The wide open look here for Kuzma. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And here is Garland. He's got 8. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Prince dishes to Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And Kuzma has proven he can be an effective scorer, whether he's operating on or off the ball.
Strus finds Garland. He takes it in. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Prince with the ball. Kuzma outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Mobley.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
First one falls for him. Milwaukee making a switch here. Trent's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Now, Garland started the game at 6'1", but the way he's playing now, he's got to be feeling 7 feet tall.
Giannis outside. Back to Lillard from downtown. And again, the Bucks miss. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Strus. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Excellent pass from Mitchell. His teammates are so fortunate to have a guy to make them better.
Lillard, the pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. Over Lillard. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And that's just a tough shot from Garland, taking the contact.
Bucks trail by 7. Lillard outside. And it's Trent in the corner. The Bucks working the ball around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Lillard. A 3-ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Lillard's got 10 points in the game. Darius Garland has been leading the charge for Cleveland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Jerome passes to Wade. Shoots over Portis. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Trent outside to take the lead. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Garland against Porter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. For the Cavaliers, Jared Allen's checked in for Dean Wade. Evan Mobley comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Torian Prince, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Kevin Porter. Garland, the pass to Allen. Now Strus. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. Clock at 6. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Mitchell against Prince. Drops in the layup for 2.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, we're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Garland with the bucket.
And Garland stepping up to knock one down.
Milwaukee's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. 1:15 left in the game. Strus passes to Garland. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. "51 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Garland. Mobley, a screen on Lillard.
And there's Garland coming up big. His confidence has to be through the roof.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Now Garland. Pass to Mobley. Garland, no good. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Bucks. It's a one-point game. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Here's Garland. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Oh, such a field shot there. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You could bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here we go. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward. The Bucks shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Garland against Lillard. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 32 points.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Beautiful touch, and Giannis, with his height and quickness, he can get the mid-range shot pretty much anytime he wants.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Here's Garland. Lays it up and banks it in. Garland's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Garland's able to work around the defense that time. Pretty agile from the small guard.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lillard against Garland. Holds it up there for Mobley. Yes!
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position. And Garland did a nice job there.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Kuzma. And the Bucks miss again. Cleveland with the ball. Now, here's Strus. The 3 from Garland. Traps in the tray. And now a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Well, Garland, a volume shooter right now from deep. He's capable of getting hot.
Prince finds Giannis. To stop the run. Good D by Mobley. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Team foul.
And so they foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so it's Milwaukee now. And here's Prince outside. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this
one thing these teams have in common. They are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Now Giddey. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Outside Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Giddey with the drive. That one is off.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Porzingis.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
Ball passes to White. Outside Giddey.
2 minutes.
6 to shoot. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. 1:31 left to play in the first. Picked by Vucevic. Jones drives in. An easy 2 on the layup.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Celtics trail by 3. Horford outside. There's a screen. Outside, Brown. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Here's White. Ball outside. Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 6. Here's Buzelis. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Buzelis has got 6.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
Holiday passes to Horford. Now here's Brown. Porzingis with a screen on ball. Here's Brown. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jones. Boston pulls it in. Outside, Brown. Nice move. Williams grabs the board.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls leading by 6 as we wrap. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Trey Jones is out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Williams. And it's Smith in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Gets the 3 ball to go. Pritchard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Chicago leading by 5. Picked by Smith. Here's Jones. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Outside Tatum, driving inside. Pass to Hauser. Here's Horford, covered by Smith. Outside Tatum, fires from deep. Yes! Great play by Horford to set him up. Tatum's got 5.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Jones drives in, and the shot goes in.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Celtics trail by 6. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. On the wing, Tatum. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. It's going to be Williams shooting. That one on Craig. Some changes for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Jones. And it's White in for Dosunmu. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig.
Timeout.
And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Lonzo Ball's checked in for Williams.
Number 2.
Celtics on D. They trail by 7. 1:44 left in the second period. Vucevic, a screen on Holiday. Holiday against Ball. 2 on the clock. Here's White. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
There's Tatum with the 3. JT for 3.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
What a move by Tatum. When he's pulling these off, he's impossible to defend.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Pass to Giddey. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Tatum from long range. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
Well, Tatum has such a natural talent for shooting. Pulling up on a dime is no problem for him.
And here's Ball. He's scoreless. Pass to Vucevic. From deep, Giddey. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Chicago ahead, leading by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drumline. They're measuring up the shots.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
On the floor for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. White finds Vucevic. Shoots over Brown. Boston pulls it in.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the distance.
Yeah, such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Buzelis. It's Vucevic, high post, working on Porzingis. Here's Ball. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
On the wing, Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Pass to Vucevic. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Boston has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
Here's Giddey. Jams it in off a great move.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Drains the triple.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Holiday passes to White. Tatum inside. The kick out to White. Holiday up top. Brown scanning the floor. From deep three-point land. Not going to go that time.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vucevic. Williams is checked in for Chicago. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for White. There's Tatum with the 3. Tatum connects on the corner 3.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Tatum brings a double team. Ball finds Giddey. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
Tatum with a screen. On the wing, Tatum. Over Williams. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 13 points now in the quarter. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Chicago ahead, up by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Jason Tatum.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Jalen Smith is out there with Williams. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Dosunmu in a 2-guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Picked by Smith. From deep, Giddey. The rebound, Celtics.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Outside Craig. Pass to Pritchard. Right side Tatum. The 3 from Craig. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago's gone 6 of 8 from the 3-point line in this matchup. The 3. It doesn't go for him. Boston has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. And the shot goes.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Ball in for Jones. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. To the inside. Pass to Buzelis. White for 3. And again, Chicago, no good. Celtics lead by 5. Outside Tatum. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Giddey. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. And that one good.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Yeah, and that's even harder than it looks to overcome that.
Oh, he packed it down.
That is incredible.
And we don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Outside Giddey. Here's Vucevic, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Brown passes to Tatum. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Having added so much strength, Tatum can take the contact and stay balanced.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And I also have to praise them for their 3-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Here's Tatum. Oh, misses the dunk.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 4. Here's Giddey. shot, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
Josh Giddey. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So we see the Celtics get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Got a couple of top contenders from the Eastern Conference, Greg, and this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams, a great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Now, here's Kuzma. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Giannis passes to Prince. The Bucks working the ball around. Lillard outside. connects from three-point range.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Here's Lillard after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Prince kicks to Kuzma. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
All Kuzma needed was the basketball. His feet were planted. He was ready on the catch.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and as you would expect, their focus on defense is Damian Lillard. He said Lillard's smart. He's seen every defensive look there is, so we can't get fancy. Our main thing is to be ready with help defenders inside. We can't allow him penetration. They're hoping to limit the damage he can do at the rim. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
Towns a screen on Prince. For 3, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Prince kicks to Kuzma. Lillard against Brunson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 9.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
So for the Knicks, Achua comes in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Portis is checked in. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 12.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And that one's good. Brunson.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Brunson against Lillard. And no good that time. Brunson with some nice D. Towns high post. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Bridges is checked in for the Knicks. Cameron Payne comes in for Jalen Brunson. Portis, the pass to Sims. Here's Lillard. Here's the triple. The rebound by McBride.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Payne with it. Six on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Bucks ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. Pass to McBride. Robinson against Portis. Robinson a screen on Green. Bridges for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Bridges has got the lead up to 4 now for New York.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Outside, Green. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, covered by Achua. Antetokounmpo, shot's good.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Here's Bridges. And to get open is Robinson. Trent outside. Pass to Giannis. Trent kicks to Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Bridges, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Brunson finds Anunoby. 1:22 left in the first half of the game. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Lillard outside. Back to Giannis. It's Prince on the wing. To the left side wing. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Anunoby kicks to Achua. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Here's Towns. Not going to go that time. Good D by Lopez. Prince in the corner. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. No problems knocking that one down. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Here's Brunson. Nice! Brunson working inside.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Lillard from deep three-point land, and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Bucks on top as they wrap up. But I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
To center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from Cleveland. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
We've got Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Anunoby against Kuzma. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Count the basket. Brunson's got 8 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Towns.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Brunson. Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Here's Anunoby. New York moving it around. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Bucks leading by 3. Giannis outside. Now here's Prince. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Towns the screen. And here's Brunson outside. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pass to Hart. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And again, New York with the triple.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
The ultimate blue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side. Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Pass to Prince. Here is Lillard. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Over Brunson. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lillard's got 22.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Here's Brunson driving to the basket. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
42.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Milwaukee in the lead. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the small forward. New York on D, poked away, and stolen by Payne. McBride passes to Achua. Back to Towns. Payne looking around, fires for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Porter kicks to Giannis. It's hauled in by Achua.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Payne passes to Towns. Towns is doubled. Here's Achua. Trains it from beyond the arc. Achua's got himself on the board with 3 there. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
In matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
For the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Precious Achua. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lillard's got 24 points.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's Bridges. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
And so he hits both.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Here's Brunson. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
You know, just beautiful setup. They found the size mismatch inside, delivered when they really needed it.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch. Boy, a miss like that would drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Anunoby finds Hart. Back to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Lillard against Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Got it.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
Lillard surveying the D. Lets it go from 14. Antetokounmpo, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brunson draws the double. Bridges, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Frames it from downtown.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Brunson outside. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots over Lillard. Brunson, no good. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lillard. To take the lead. Buries the triple. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what are their best options now?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg...
It's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. That's going to send Darius Garland to the line. It's on Drew Holiday. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's a three-point game. Brown with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Tatum. And he misses his first shot.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
White against Mitchell. Outside Strus. Allen, the pass to Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. Allen a screen. Mitchell misses. And it's the Celtics ball. Outside, Brown. Over Strus. Oh, Jaylen Brown getting it done. What a move that time.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Mobley outside. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Garland. It's blocked. Down low. Tipped. Strus against Brown. Out to Mobley. Pass to Allen. Outside Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on White. From deep, Mitchell. Pure from three-point range.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Tatum finds Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Mobley. Back to Garland. The rebound by Jason Tatum. The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Allen against Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Here's Brown. That one goes in.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time too. We can't give him clean looks and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Thanks for that, Allie. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Okoro comes in for Strus. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. A nice shot by Mitchell.
Mitchell is so efficient and crafty inside that paint. Sometimes you forget he's only 6'2".
Brown passes to Pritchard. Here he goes. It's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Allen outside. Deflected. Now Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Pritchard. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Boston out in front. They're up by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
They've got DeAndre Hunter. Ty Jerome is out there with Green. Then there's Okoro, and it's Mobley in at the center position. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Now here's Hunter. No points so far. Strus, he's checked in for Green.
Now into lineup for your Cavaliers. Number 1, Max Strus.
Here's Jerome. Hunter the screen. Jerome passes to Mobley. Now here's Hunter. Shot clock at 2. Chalk up 2 there.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
Now here's Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Craig. Puts it up from the high post. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Hunter's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum looking it over. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Darius Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Hauser. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Outside Garland. Outside Hunter. From the arc. Knocks down the long J. Hunter's got 7 points.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Ryan, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Garland. Craig with a steal. Here's the break. Porzingis with it. And it's Hunter picking him up. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jerome. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Called in by Brown.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Oh, look at Brown. Banging inside.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Outside Hunter. To win the run. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And another thing they've done is look to shoot from the mid-range often. So far, it's really paying off for them.
Now here's Porzingis. Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Mobley outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the shot is good by Garland.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside White. Pass to Cornette. Outside Brown. Cornette sets a screen. A good look from Brown. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the 2-man game.
Allen with a screen on White. The 3 from Mitchell. No good. And so it's Boston. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Wow, it's been quite a game for Jaylen Brown.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Here's Porzingis. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Cavaliers trail by 9. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Now Garland. He's covered by Holiday. 13 feet out. And Garland with a basket on the assist by Strus. Garland's got 7 points in the game. Richard, if the 3-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high-percentage looks.
Now here's Strus. Still no points. And there's a pick for 3. Garland, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Garland up top. He's covered by Holiday. Garland, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Outside Mitchell. Takes a three. Three ball! Donovan Mitchell!
Everyone knows Mitchell wants to take it to that basket, so the pull-up is so effective.
Outside Tatum. Jacks up a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Right side, Strus. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. And Cleveland making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. The Celtics have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Tatum. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Boston leading by 11. Here's Holiday, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Holiday's got his first basket.
Yeah, well, Holiday has plenty of shots up his sleeve, and that includes the mid-range jumper.
The three from Mitchell. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Screen by Horford. From deep. Pritchard, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 10. Back to Hunter. Pass to Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Boston earning this break in the action. Up 10. Appearing in control. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Ty Jerome is out there with Darius Garland. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Strus in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And here's Hunter from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Now here's Tatum. Lets it go from 11 and give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Pass to Hunter. they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's a great move if you can pull it off, especially against tight defense.
A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Wade. Mobley comes in for Strus. And Mitchell subbed in for Jerome. A big group substitution here for Boston. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. And the Cavaliers with possession here, following the bucket by Boston. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Lets it go from 11. That's his sixth make in 11 tries.
I love seeing guys use the mid-range. Mitchell, that's just some smart basketball.
Boston leading by 6. Outside Porzingis. Pass to White. Outside Holiday. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Outside Garland. Over Holiday. Garland, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And here's Porzingis. Allen defending. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Strus, he's checked in for Hunter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
Tatum, good.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
From deep, Strus. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
Mobley against Tatum. From the elbow. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Tatum's got 14 points here in the second half. Cavaliers trail by 8. And here's Mitchell. Out to Mobley. Garland for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. For Boston, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Outside Tatum. Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
6 to shoot. And here's Brown for 3. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Celtics.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jason Tatum.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Now here's Strus. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Left side Garland. Over Holiday. Garland, no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You